I received KBEAR KB02 4 months ago and I forgot to review it. Not because I was lazy, but because I was struggling to express my feelings while listening to it. It was such a difference for the price tag that it took me a bit of time to register the sound quality. Now, that's the nature of budget IEMs. People want a generic, well-polished tuning instead of something that is an outlier. This is how the hobby operates. But what caused the issue? In the first place, it's the driver configuration. Along with the dynamic driver, it houses a bone conduction driver. For how much? $26. It was launched for $50, but after discount, it is now retailing at $26 only. I don't want to beat around the bush. At a $26 price, just buy it if you want to experience the best physical bass response. And there is nothing that can outright beat that. But we're not here to talk about just the recommendation of this IM, right? We are here to talk about bone conduction driver. How bone conduction driver works is simple. Imagine a dynamic driver, but instead of vibrating the membrane of the driver vibrates the shell. Then the vibrating shell gets transferred into your middle ear and we sense that feeling. Now, there are a few things that you need to consider. The vibration feeling that we get, is it sound or is it just a mere sensation? How can we get the mechanical vibration even though there is not enough bones to carry forward in the vibration in our ears? Like the acoustic impedance, how the mechanical impedance varied between person to person. Like I don't have a clue about these questions and their answers because most of the IEMs I used that have BCD in them didn't vibrate at all. Moreover, some IEMs are made with metal shells. Now, this is where KBO2 impressed me a bit. The shells do vibrate. When the low end hits, the BCD in the IEM can give you a sensation of the bass rumble. All the BCD IEMs that I have used in the past are well over $1,000 and $2,000. The only below 1K BCD IEM I used is Theorio Origin, which also comes with a rather massive vibrating cell. Now, KBO2 is not near anywhere to those in terms of sound quality, but we'll talk about the sound quality a bit later after talking about how we measure BCD IEMs. Now, because most of the couplers we see in the market are just SPL detection devices at the end, they can't measure mechanical vibration well. So even if we use state-of-the-art $50,000 devices like 5128, they still fail to detect the influence of BCD driver, as well as GRASS system or 60183/4 systems. Head Acoustics released a paper regarding their Vibrage, which detects the mechanical vibration, and I'm keen to see some data on that. But let alone, most couplers on the internet are not optimized to measure BCD anyhow. I will link the paper in the description. So these are the reasons why my evaluation of this IEM remained inconclusive for a long time. I didn't have enough data or information, not enough data to back up my claims to, not enough products that I have tried that will give me a picture of the trend that I'm trying to project to you. So the graphs I'm showing you are not super accurate considering the clone 60183/4 system already overshot the base response a bit. So take them with a grain of salt, but I will use them eventually to describe the sound quality. Now, if you're buying this IEM, you should have a proper idea of what you are getting. You are not getting a super refined reference grade tuning that sounds best with most genres, or you are not getting a very clean and mature sound signature that sounds sophisticated for a lot of music like classical music. You are getting something unapologetically fun, thumpy, shimmery IEM that is made to do one thing only, and that is to excite you unlike any other budget IEMs. Sure, budget IEMs like Blono 3 Mark II exist, but which I think is a better IEM though, same as the 7Hz G7, but what this IEM gives you is nothing short of unique. The worst part of this IEM is the treble, not that it falls off in the upper range, which I like, because it takes away from a lot of irritating non-musical sounds, but it also tamed the presentation around 16 to 15 kilohertz region, which boosts the detail retrieval and the definition of the sound of the music, the sounds in the music, which all felt missing. Not only that, but the treble was also a bit too much for my liking in the lower treble region. Now it is a bit too much for me, but you can find it good with the added bass boost, which along with the upper treble recession feels a bit unfulfilled to me at the end. The upper mids are quite good and are one of the standout features of the set. The lower mids, although, are a bit scooped, which didn't feel scooped yet, it feels bloated sometimes. It's a peculiar thing of having the weight of the vocals without having the amplification. The male vocals sounded a bit gloomy and masked, yet sounding scooped. Now the best part of this IEM is again coming to the bass. Again, this is why you will buy this IEM anyhow. It's very punchy, very impactful, very physical. The attack and decay of the thumbs are quite natural. The mid bass though jumps a bit too much in the face, but nothing that causes complications to a major degree. I have seen this trend in every BCD IEM. I don't know why and how it correlates, but it is interesting to observe nonetheless that they all sound somewhat extra thumpy in the mid bass. That gives the sound in the low end a bouncy nature. The subjective qualities are a mixed bag too. It sounds quite spacious. The imaging is a bit hit on and miss due to the lower clarity in the upper treble. Detail retrieval is also limited due to the upper treble also. And at the end, yes, there are more matured IEM at this price point like 700, and there are more matured V-shaped sound signature like Blonde 03 Mark II. Yet this one comes with an extra thumpy, punchy presentation that feels a lot different from any regular IEM at this price point. So yeah, this is my review. Sign off.